good evening. And I hope people are well. Shut that off. Getting ready for tomorrow. And I hope people are well. And tomorrow is... Actually, let me say something. And tomorrow is... There we go. Sorry, just sounded like I was really soft there, but I'm not. No, tomorrow I head off to PortCon, Maine, where I'll be running a paint and take table. I'm all excited about that. I've got all the minis that I'm bringing for my displays and such packed. I always have the painting supplies packed. And basically it's just now what I have left over up here that I'm using tonight that I still gotta pack. And you know, things like clothes and other things I'll need. But I'm mostly ready. I got a half a day of work and then I'm gone for the weekend. I almost feel like, why do I ever bother washing this? I wash and I dirty it immediately. Alright, so. This is supposedly a new bottle of rum. I don't think I cracked into it, but I believe my husband has. I'm all excited. I love going to conventions. I love running paint and takes. And what's even more, I'm going to try streaming from my hotel room because it's also our bi-weekly Murder Hobo Week game. But the neat thing I'm going to try to do, I'm going to actually bring the fundraiser. Hi, Cyrus. I'm going to bring my fundraiser to the con. And I have permission, got permission. I did ask first rather than to beg forgiveness after. I did ask. And they were like, yes, by all means, go ahead and do it. So we'll see if we can bump that total up. Right now we're, what was it? We're $25 away from the next giveaway, which is, we're starting to get to now the really cool giveaways, which is the mini holders. And if we can somehow get to 500, then I have to turn this, make this purple. This mop on my head. Cheers. I'm getting better at drinking this. I'm actually going to bring the Space Marine here, and I'm going to bring the little Space Marine, and people can chip in to have me still paint it in silly ways. Even at the con. Sorry guys, you won't get to see it. If you had just spent $250 all in $5 increments, we maybe would get it filled in. I will make sure it's filled in. As for any other giveaways, I think what I'm gonna do, if we hit any other goals, and we still have time. Let's see, today's Wednesday, so I believe next Wednesday, so a week from tonight, is the last day of the campaign, at least here. So we'll see. You know, we'll see how many, if we can unlock much while I'm at the con. Who knows? But there's a lot of people that usually show up at my table, so I don't know. I'm hopeful. So let me put the little Marine away for now, and we're going to get back to the big guy. I'm pretty happy with the way he's coming out. So what have I got left to do on him? I gotta highlight the black. I did do some work with him on Sunday when we had our mini painting party. I did some highlighting on the green all over. What else did I do? I think I did a little more work on the blue highlight. On the purple highlights. Because I wasn't totally happy with them. I did add the little whites for his eyes. I am so sad, by the way, because someone came up, I saw one of the other Fabulous Marine painters. I am so sad because I wish I could do it. He had a knight, he's painting a knight, so one of the big guys, and he actually painted 2 little pink cards for his eyes. It was the cutest thing! Yeah, no, I already have permission. Miss Julie already said yes. They actually marched in the, they actually have a representation that marches in the Portland Pride Parade. Say that a bunch of times fast. But I think I think it's really cool that they do that. So there were plenty of people in cosplay, but there were people I think just associated with the con who were in sweat t-shirts and had flags and things. It was really good representation. Oh, maybe. That's very. I have thought of that. I'm like, this is a great fundraiser, to. I think it's just a great fundraiser. I mean, anything that's suicide prevention, no matter what, is I'm all for. But yeah, you could be right. Although I will be over in the game side of things. I won't be over in the main hotel. But I said I do get good traffic. Maybe I'll make a post in their thing saying, "Hi, I'm here. I run the mini ping table and I'm back after 2 years away." Yeah, this would be year 3. So yeah, I was away for 20 and 21, and they invited me back this year, so I'm all happy about that. So I hope so. As I said, 500, I don't think is out of reach. We are over halfway there. I mean, I know we're over halfway to the end of the thing, and I'm not doing a Saturday stream, but it's all well and good. Here I'm looking for my brushes. You know what? They're in my box that's on the floor instead of up on my table. Because I didn't put it up here. My lovely paint box. Which I will be bringing with me. And I'm probably going to have to bag a ton of paint or find some other way clear out. I don't want to clear out one of my boxes. The paint's all like organized. Oh, there we go. So if everybody's having a lovely hump day, and even I said, well, hump day for me I think was yesterday. Alright. I guess I should start working on them. So, let's see. So, I need to highlight the chest area. I gotta do the hair. And like probably this red here. And the black. Maybe I'll start with the black. I need, let's see, I want a gray. A dark gray to highlight the black. I'm sort of going to edge line it. I'm going to treat it like an actual Space Marine and edge line the black. Guess what decided to kick my butt over the weekend was my allergies again. And it's much better now, but of course I have a cough left over. Because I always have a cough left over. But this one was not nearly as long as the other times I've been hit. Alright, so I'm going to start with the gray. I'm just going to kind of side brush it and hit the edges. I may even go and do I may even add another dimension to this and add a little bit more to it too. This thing is almost more trouble than it's worth. I like never use it. Alright, there's an angle right there that I should clip. Let's see, 2 systems work went down. Oh, that's fun. Again today. Should I be needing to stay at my desk but not able to do anything? Yeah, I feel that. Usually what happens with my place is usually when one thing goes down, everything goes down. So our server access, the internet, just the entire network. thankfully, to use Illustrator, I don't need to be hooked to the system, which is nice. What the hell am I hearing? Somebody's doing work at 8:42 at night. Oh wait, it's Wednesday. It must be time to work on the bridge. Every Wednesday for the past couple of I don't know. I know they did last Wednesday. I think they did the Wednesday before. They did it too before that. So if you hear anything, I don't know. I turned the gain down on my microphone, so you might not hear anything that's going on outside, which would be lovely. Let's see. There is a. I'm like afraid because I feel like there's too much liquid in this. Of course, we have rockin' music tonight because I'm painting a rockin' noise marine. Maybe I'll get to the guitar. At the moment, the guitar and the other pieces I still have left are packed in my bags. I'm bringing them with me. I might work on them if I have time, but I have other plans. I have some commission work I want to do that's not part of the bigger orders. Also, I want to paint Roy's mini that he earned for subbing a year. And then Kevin is about there. I think he this weekend would actually. Yeah, I know you could hear the music, but I'm explaining why it's rockin' music. Or you're just telling me because I've been so unsure whether or not anyone can ever hear the music on this thing. I know now we can. And I set it up so that I actually turned up the volume so that you guys can actually hear it. I always had it down soft because I always felt like it was too loud. And since you've all never been able to hear it, usually I try to pick something that's appropriate to what I'm painting. What the hell is that red? I see red. Maybe that isn't what I should do. Just tell me kids, it's fine. No, actually I'm happy to know that the music is being heard. I mean, as somebody who loves music herself, and as a musician, I did kind of want to have music on here. Just think, I can have... So, Critical Role just released a soundtrack, and they're allowing people to actually use it for their streams for free. As long as either you gotta buy the album or you have to attribute it properly. And I think that's really good of them. Also, in a way, I feel like I need to start a Calamity, an EXU Calamity support group. Jeez. We haven't finished it. We're on the last episode, and oh my gosh. It's intense. It is. In 30 years of gaming, I've never seen anything like it. It's almost like extreme D&D. It's a white spot. I don't want no white spots. Go away. I'm trying to turn this in such a way I can see it better. You're ding! Oh, it's a friendly pyro! Hello, friendly pyro. How are you? Please let me know. First of all, how your stream went. You know, I think that's what everybody asks, right? And I am my own mod. My usual person who does mod, even though I've never officially made her one. She doesn't do Wednesdays. She can't do Wednesdays, so if you guys don't follow, you're not you're just friendly pyro. Friendly pyro is also one of the other awesome people doing the Fabulous Marines. Oh, Crimson beat me to it. So again, I'm typing while somebody else is doing it. Hi everybody. So yeah, Friendly Pyro is another one doing doing Fabulous Marines and trying to make a difference for the Trevor Project. And real exciting to have you. Oh, wait. You're the one who was saying you are never getting it done in June, right? You're doing the bust. I love him, her. Wait. What's their pronoun? I forget which way it was. I'm so sorry. But I love Sir Celiac. Yeah, please correct me on the pronoun I should be using, because at the moment I'm trying to go off memory and my memory sucks. I'm 50. But they are so cool. You're doing just a great job. And as I said, if you're the one who I'm thinking of posting Discord that said, you're never going to get, guess what? We can be in the not going to get it done in June club together. I mean, I'm getting through this. I'm doing a noise marine. Him. Okay, so it is he, him. And you're painting it the trans flag colors. And it's, I love it. I'm doing the bi. Mine's a bi prime marine, so I've got the rainbow and I've got the bi colors too. Oh my gosh, so, I don't know if you know Gel Tippett, he's another streamer. We were basically discussing who the slower painter is. Do you want to enter that fray? We might be having a slow off to see who is slower. So, as for everyone else who may still be around, so my name is Carol. I am otherwise known as Muse's Touch Mini Painting. I've been a painter for about, 20 years. I've been a gamer for 30. I'm old. Maybe we'll talk. We are thinking of doing a multi-stream, maybe subathon or something. I don't know yet. This was all started on Andrew's Armory stream. We rated him, and then basically we started saying who was slower, and he's like, well, why don't you two prove it? Also, I like to talk. I'm not painting a lot of time. So anyways, yes, so hi, my name's Carol. I've been painting for a long time. I'm old. I love D&D. I love mini painting. I love introducing the world to mini painting. Welcome to my stream. If you want to check a follow, that'd be great. Otherwise, just hi. If you have any questions for me, Friendly Pyro, if you have anything you'd like to share, and thank you for following Mind of Dirge. If any of you out there paint or do art or whatever, if you have something you'd like to share on social media, please do. I also have a Discord where people can post their stuff and we do a show and tell on the stream. As for what I'm doing to my Noise Marine, I'm going to cheat, by the way. I'm going to PortCon this weekend, so I can't stream. But I'm running a paint and take, and I will be bringing this guy, and I may or may not work on him at some point. Woo! I love every one of you guys who's part of the fabulous Marine crew. So wait, are you one of the... Oh, damn. Are you one of the other streamers? There's like 50 of us. So don't mind me. Also, one other thing tonight, we call this our mini double feature because right after that, I have a place to go raid. It's Gareth Hydmar, who otherwise known as Gareth Paints Minis, but it's Gareth Hydmar, and we raid him right after, so we call it the mini double feature. You know what that means? I have to follow you. I have to follow you back. Hey, Crimson, want to give Mind of Dirge a shout out too? So yeah, basically I am edge lining the black to highlight it. And I'm having a blast painting this guy, but my lord, it's taken me forever. One other thing, if you have any questions other than Crimson, because he'll just ask me for $5, which is what he does, feel free to ask about painting or life or anything. I am up for discussing pretty much anything, as long as it doesn't evolve into something. Keep it happy. I hate painting these little thin things like this. I have a little thin brush. Okay. Yeah, that's my problem. Usually I have shots from before the stream. I don't have any shots from after. That's fine. I do that, actually. Yes, I know to do that. Ooh, I get that. Yeah, that's a close. Yeah, you know what? I saw these pictures. And you know what? I need to follow you on Insta. I think I follow you. I think I follow you on Twitter. Whoops. Alright, so let me get a Streamlabs. I can do this, sure. Hashtag not professional. In the least. So this is Friendly Pyro's, this is the bust. And that was a close-up of the white areas. And that's what he said, I'm never getting it done in June. We'll see. I said I'm going to cheat and bring it to the con. And if I can get through the other two pieces I'm planning on doing, then I will work on this. I do have incentives, by the way. Oh, these are all close-ups. Do we have a... Here we go. There's the far-off view. I know this is not quite as finished, but that's... There he is. And I think this is going to be killer when you're done. I don't... You know what? Despite the fact that we may not finish in June, who cares? I hope you finish it. and it's going to look great. And you know what? It's better to not rush and do a great job than it is to rush and screw it up. That's kind of the deal at work. Alright, so you know what? We're going to do a little early show and tell. As I said, I have a Discord. I'm going to first go back to Twitch so I can see comments or things. It is really cool. Oh, you have to run. Yeah, I was going to say, you're as usual. And it makes sense. After you've been streaming for however long you've been streaming. Go away. I understand. So, let's see. Cyrus. Oh, it started working on Tiamat 40% scale. Oh, or printed Tiamat 40% scale. That makes it manageable. But thank you for dropping in, and thank you so much for the raid. I said I will probably try to say thanks at the end of the stream if I remember. I told you I'm getting old. Finished. What have we got in the finished stuff? Okay, so Tony. Basically, the only thing that got finished between Monday and now was Tony's unbelievable. I just can't even believe how good this is. His dungeon. I said I want to go to his house and play because that is amazing. I've never made anything that good. Never. Ever, ever. Especially that bottom part. I love the bottom part with the way he painted that. Killer. Work in progress. There is some work in progress stuff though. Especially from Crimson. Haha. Alright, we saw that. I think this is the one that interests me, and I don't remember if I showed it or not, but that's a really bright orange red for those Necrons. I can't wait. I hope he posts the finished pictures of that, because I want to see where this is going. I have no clue where this is going to end up, but oh, not Necrons, the Eldar. I don't know why. I was looking at some of the things and they sort of reminded me. Never mind. It's Eldari. I'm an idiot. Yeah, Eldari race plates. Things I've been painting, and I'm like, holy crap! I just totally somehow spaced it. Also, when I'm looking at my phone, it's not so easy to see. And a lot of times when I look at the Discord, that's what I'm looking on is my phone. Anytime I'm at work. But I want to see where this is going to go. Maybe I'll change that. I think I commented. Alright, so PTs. Now, this is not really anything work in progress yet, but I'm just going to show it because really cool bards are always really cool. And I kind of want them because I love it. There aren't enough flute-playing bards in the world, and there's a flute-playing bard there. And I love this guitar. So, I mean, and then this is also, I think, this is part of the set too, because I'm pretty sure there's a musical instrument there. They must be casting some bardic ritual. And then last are Kevin's things. I don't think you've got the head on him yet, do you? But very nice. I was gonna say, that'll be coming along good. And then, of course, I assume more Grey Knights. Wraithguard or shooty. Okay. The head is, wait. Is the head really there? Oh, yeah. It is there. And I'm going to open the original. Oh yeah, never mind. It is. It's just a small. It's right there. I see the eyes now. Compared to the rest of them, it's small. It's very interesting. It's very translucent. So, are these 3D printed? Whoops. Go back to Discord. Is it 3D printed and that's why you've got the translucent parts of it are translucent and parts of it are gray, and or is that just what you painted? It is, okay, it's a 3D resin. Alright, so I kind of figured that there had to be more than one thing going on here. Where some of it's... Now, is some of it actually... Did you actually start painting the gray areas, or are they just... Or is this just assembled, and you haven't started painting yet? Which would be my guess, but sometimes it's hard to tell with gray. Well, whoops. I was trying to move that. There we go. Because baby carry is sarcasm. Oh, jeez. Just assembled after priming. Okay. Good, that's going to be... I assume it's going to look kind of sort of like the guy that you have standing right behind it. The other big dude. So, that sort of falls under I suck. Maybe we will revisit this later. But that's what I got in show and tell tonight. However, because I'm not here this weekend, you have all weekend to do stuff. I'm gonna let that go. I dropped one of the caps that I keep on my brushes. You should always keep these. There's a tip. Always keep these and put them back on your brushes to keep the tip straight. Baby carrier. Oh, alright, let me see. Why do you call that? Why is it at... Oh! Oh, that's freaking hilarious. That almost looks like... It's not. It's gonna say, it sort of reminds me of like a Gundam. You have the little guy and the much bigger robot. Here, let me... Fine, I'll put this on because that's too funny. The guy is like this right here. But he moves, when he moves his arms and legs, they're attached to the arms and legs of the big guy. It is, it's kind of like, oh, what's that? It looks like a challenge to paint. Alright. Really? You wouldn't try painting that? Alright, so back to highlighting black. So one of the reasons, in case you're any of the people who came in with the raid, one of the reasons why I started doing streaming was I really like to chat with people while I work. I do make progress. Most of the time. So I said, feel free to chat. I said, I'll talk about whatever you want, within reason. And I have incentives for the Trevor Project fundraiser we're all doing. Crazy things like you can tell me how to paint the Space Marine. We're already hit the goal. We're going to give it away a week from this Saturday because I won't be here Saturday. And I'll finish painting it, but right now, for $5, you can tell me how I paint one whole section of it. I know on the thing it said 2 minutes, but I changed the rules. I think they're better rules. So I'll paint a whole section. I just started doing that anyways, and I hate keeping track of time. For $10, I got these Bean Boozled beans, which are half good and half nasty, and there've been people are laughing as I eat the nasty ones. Although some of them I can't tell which ones are the good ones and which are the bad ones because they're bad. And then I have a flag for $20 if you wanted to commemorate somebody for any reason. It could be someone you lost because of suicide, because the Trevor Project is a suicide prevention hotline. Or somebody in the LBGTQA It's somebody within the spectrum. I'll call it a spectrum because it's a rainbow that is the main pride flag. If you want to just, or you even want to put your own name up there, it's going to stay up after this month is over. I'm just leaving it up for the rest of the year, so, or maybe just forever. I'm going to get some more black. I want to put in some more, I lost some of my shadows there. Hey, I have a wet palette. I should use it. And I gotta use the pokey tool. I'm using a really thin tip brush anyways. I want there to look like these are like little rubberized. They're like pieces of, rubber that's kind of wavy. I don't know what they're called, I'm sorry. That's how they bend their arms and legs. At least that's what I'm going. So I kind of usually always paint them black and try to make them look a bit on the rubbery side. But I want the raised areas to really look raised. Well, I think, neaten that up a little bit. It's funny. It's not that warm in my neck of the woods. It's been pleasant. It's super warm, but my room feels super warm right now. I don't understand why my room is so warm. Alright, back to the... I'm still not totally happy with that. And may skip lines. There's one thing when you're painting minis, it's the fact if you want things to be seen, you gotta exaggerate. So if there's like a bunch of little bumpy bumps that are really close together, maybe it's better if you only pick a couple to do rather than all of them to give it more of that effect that there's a rise and a fall. Otherwise, it's going to really just kind of look like a blob. Because it's small, and your eye's going to want to just put it all together. That's right, I was working on this section. Maybe I'll paint that. There's like a button on the side of that. Maybe I should paint that something. Maybe red, no, you're never supposed to hit the red buttons. Just trying to hit the edges. More little thin grills. I did that one okay. I find the hard thing about these little areas like that is that oftentimes it is really easy, especially the more shallow the thing is, to clip the bottom. And I have to kind of put the brush in like this instead of total set like that. Side brushing it because I have to get it in. It's recessed. Actually, better go back in and just touch that up. What else have we got that's black that's showing? I think that's the bottom of the guitar strap here, which I was starting to do. I'm gonna say, I can't say enough, having contact between my two hands is like so important. Let's see. I want to grab a little bit. I just noticed something that I wanted to also touch up. Hey! Come to drop by before Blamcraft. Mr. Mercer. No, he's not that Mercer. I'd say he's the cool Mercer, but they're both cool Mercers. So yeah, and if you look, my campaign's going really well. Oh wait, that's right, it's Wednesday. This is, I'm like all thrown off, I think, because I'm going to PortCon, Maine this weekend to run the mini painting table. And, well, shoot, maybe you're actually going to be here for a bit. And my brain is just like on that, and I'm not even thinking time. Plus, the week is kind of flown by. I'm not really sure why this week is flying by, but it really is. So how are you? Have you got all those other games you're planning on running for OGC done yet? Mr. Iron Man. Except for the one I really wanted you to do. I'm gonna keep giving you crap about that. You're all ready. Well, that's good. You know who isn't ready? Joe is not ready. He's working on it though. I think he's getting stuff done. I know he was like up, creating characters and such the other night. But you're not running the one I wanted you to run. After I've had to wait for 2 freaking years. Maybe I should just write that game off. I think I need to fix that. I see a little something in the bottom where it shouldn't be green. Mistakes happen. Actually, mistakes in mini painting are only mistakes if you leave them. Otherwise, as I said, they're part of the process. Mr. Richie, that's what I should call you. So you're bringing is any of the family coming to OGC? I'm so excited. I can't wait. Well, I will be doing more. Oh, that's not quite the right color. This is when it gets tricky mixing paints, is trying to get the right color. I think you know who Crimson is. Let's see, he is more known for being at AAC than OGC. Let's play 20 questions, see if you can figure out who Crimson is. You definitely know him. He may drop in at OGC, but he is definitely there all the time at AAC. Because he has kind of an important role. His interests are Warhammer, and more Warhammer, and Blood Ravens and Grey Knights. He just got married last year, and I'm sure you know his wife too. So can you guess who it is? Oh, that's exciting actually. Nope, just you, but a lot of your friends will be there for the first time. So you do know who it is. Haha, see, I figured you'd get it. See, I said, I know you know each other. You also know his wife, too, I'm sure. The other great news is that the campaign is going... Oh, yeah, that's right, because he's got his initials as part of his tag. I believe that's also how you find him on Twitter, too. I think. But I love the fact you're bringing in some first-time people, so that's exciting. Tell them about me. Tell them to run mini painting. They should come and paint a mini. It's crazy. Right now, like, I started out before the pandemic. I had I think it was 4 conventions I did. I did TotalCon, OGC, AAC. That's the fourth one. PortCon. Those are the 4 cons I was doing before. And then this year, I added Captain Con, and hopefully that's going to continue. I went there and judged the mini contest, and I was going to teach, but everything got kind of pulled together a little too soon before or wasn't enough time before the con. So, but I had more events rather than just a show up and paint. I find those don't go as well as these show up and paint. But I said, yeah, they said, well, we'd love to have you back if you'd be wanting to come back. And I'm like, I'd love to come back. Especially to a wargaming con where painting is a thing there. They had a great mini painting contest there. And then I also added Rising Phoenix. I don't remember, you weren't there for that one. I don't think you were there. But you know the people involved with that. Because at least I think you do. Oh, I'm trying to remember if you do, maybe you don't do TotalCon. So many of my friends do TotalCon. Yes, by the way, it's not hard to get picked up by Reaper. The truth is, to become a Reaper affiliate, you just gotta want to and agree to publicize them. Well, I mean, we all know I publicize them. I mean, the paints I'm using to paint this Space Marine are Reaper paints. So, I love them, and it's something I just wanted to do. I have a link! If you ever want to order anything from Reaper, I said I think you do on occasion. I have a link, which basically will just tell them I sent you. All it really is in it for me is you have to be like in the top 20 or 25 people who are affiliates. And if you are, then there's a few Reaper bucks involved. But honestly, I just want to do it to share the love. I love the company and I want to support them. I had one person ask me on here if I worked for them. I'm like, no, I just really like them. And when I went to ReaperCon last year, I had a phenomenal time. It was worth it. Well worth the price of admission. I learned so much from it. And I said, yeah, I just want to support them. If I streamed at a better time, they would friggin' raid me once in a while, but unfortunately, I just don't stream at the right moment, at the right time, so. I did put the link on the back of my cards, so people can find it. Basically, it's simple. All you do is you actually go to the website. When you're putting in the website address, you just add / == ref news. So it's like I don't even need the link. I can just tell people where it's at. If I got it right. So glad you dropped by, Richie. Oh, I'm sad then. No game tonight. Oh, boo. Sorry, I had to pick times, and these were the times I could do. I mean, I'm trying to think. Mondays was like one of my only free nights. Wednesday, basically, I do the Starfinder podcast. Of course, we didn't have any game there either because the GM had to work. Jerks. But yeah, we had no game either tonight, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I have no games. None of my second. Well, I have a game tomorrow. Despite the fact I'm gonna be at PortCon, I'm actually bringing my tablet to stream off of. We're not such a professional troupe with Murder Hobo that that I have to always have the best equipment. We just do it because we enjoy doing it. So I'm bringing that, and I'm gonna play the game from my hotel room. I am running the table tomorrow too. I love it. Stop it. I am not. Yeah, but you know what? I am really happy with my 3 days a week. Oh, that was so much fun. Rich said, I'm working a new cartoon quiz. Yeah, I remember. Oh, God. Those are fun, but I don't know enough about cartoons. So, honestly, I do terribly. I feel like I need to fill that in, but I get a little whiter there. I did kind of want to lighten up a lot of this. I just sort of figured out how to cheat too. So if you end something that's lighter, where there'll be a shadow from an object that's sticking up, then you don't have to worry about blending. There's a tip for you tonight. Good for you, Rich! No, good for you being in 5 games. So he's not wrong. I'm in 7. Some of them are bi-weekly. So my Murder Hobo game is bi-weekly, and then I have another game that runs on the Thursdays. I'm not playing that. So now what will get real tricksy is, I don't know what's going to happen, but maybe we can move the game, is that the guy who runs the Murder Hobo channel, he wants to do another game, and he mentioned the magic words of heavy RP, which is really unusual because he doesn't usually do heavy RP. But maybe he's seen, like those of us who do like to really RP and what the impact it can make. Me crying on stream when my best buddy had his character die on him. Maybe that actually impacted him, and now he's like, I want to do something heavy RP. And I'm like, damn it. He wants to do it on Thursday nights when the current Thursday night campaign that runs opposite hours ends. Whenever it ends, it's going to be a while. There's a bit of a shadow up there, so. So we'll see. I mean, it's not going to be for a while. I just told him I was interested. So maybe it'll be 8 games. I don't know. But then again, also, I have some games that are going to be coming to an end. Sadly, my Sunday game, my Skull and Shackles game, is going to come to an end. And I don't know, the GM said his job situation's changing and he may have to work on Sundays or get stuff done on Sundays. But he says he's going to try to rearrange stuff so that we can still maybe get together and play and do something new. But he's like one of the best GMs I know, and I'll be really sad if that relationship comes to an end. I'm really sad enough that that game is coming to an end. You're writing a new 5e campaign where the characters are all bugs. That sounds like a Starfinder campaign. There are bug races in Starfinder, so you could literally do that. That almost sounds like a shenanigan game. One of the things we do at TotalCon is I get one of the other GMs I really love, who's a 5-star Pathfinder 1. I don't imagine he's probably got, I don't know if he's 5 glyph, but. And I get together a group of friends. I get together a group of friends who are available and can be there, and then we play. Then we pick a scenario, we pick a theme. So we had Rat Folk, and we did the Rat Folk. We take oh God, what is that damn Bone Keep, which is the hardest scenario to play in Pathfinder 1. Actually, I know somebody who's going to run all 3 parts of the Ruins of Bone Keep at OGC. And I'm going, good luck to that. I go, been there, done that. I don't need to do it again. I don't need the other parts either. We got to the 3rd room and then basically made it so we couldn't do any more. People got feared. They went running through the rest of the dungeon, activated all the bosses, and we decided it would be really stupid to go in there and take everything on at once. So we tapped out. But we did get the thing. We did get the big important treasure, which was in the 1st room, which was bad enough. But that was the 1st one, so we all played Rat Folk, and we leveled them up to a certain level. We had a strategy for this. I mean, I was like, if anybody's going to succeed at this thing, it's going to be, I forget how many stars. I think it was 25 stars worth of Pathfinder GMs in that group. And, a zillion years of experience playing, so... Getting there. Alright, so I did the purple hair. Highlighted that. I think I'm going to go a little lighter. Up towards the top of this. I still don't figure out what I'm going to do with this guy's eyes. So my plan at OGC is I'm going to run the painting table, but I'm probably going to also sneak over to the Pathfinder area. Because I haven't gotten nearly enough Pathfinder 2 stuff. My friends, not really, my friend's husband, Sally, are not... Oh, thank you! And you know what the worst part is? It's not even going to show. Because that's where the guitar goes over. But I had to do it. If I can find a way to position... I don't think I can because the guitar is going to connect to this. And then the arm that's connected to it on this side is going to be connected to this. And then there's a little piece that goes on here. I have to get rainbows in it too. I said it's bi pride. So I'm going with the bi color. So there's the bi... Well, there's the bi flag. I sort of alternated blue, purple, magenta, purple, and the belt is blue. So you kind of got that and put it up here. But I had to put a rainbow in. And I mean, the crest on his head, that just screamed rainbow. All right, so I got to do the rest of the crest, which I think I'll do now. I really like highlighting hair. I just do. Oh, I know where all the my orange is in here because I'm painting a bunch of little kobolds as a commission. Let's see, we'll take those colors. God, do I have... I do have a pale yellow. Let me see. I've got pale yellow. And I'll have to probably add some white in with the orange. I also did, actually, the one part I like the back. I like this here, and I like the screaming, whatever that is. I'm calling it like the screaming skull, but even did a little free-handy thingy above his eyes, and I put the buy flag underneath it. So I've had a ton of fun. Considering I had no plan for this, I actually just base coated the whole thing. Typically I work section to section. That's it. I wanted it to do justice. It's for, ultimately it's for a good cause, too. I mean, I don't have the heart to part with it, though. There are people amongst the Fabulous Marines crew, and there's like 50 of us, or over 50 of us that are part of it, that are doing things and streaming on its behalf. And there's been so much good stuff. And some people are auctioning this stuff on eBay, but said, well, this was a piece that was, I don't know if you can even buy it now. I just don't have the heart to part with it. But as said, the campaign's going well. There is actually a leaderboard, and I'm really shocked because I'm such a small streamer that I'm in 8th place because my people that are donating are generous. I give them all the credit in the world. Cyrus was like 8th place with his $100 donation. Now he's been bumped down to tied for 10th. Are they, like this particular one? I thought it was supposed to be like a limited edition thing, but at least this particular Noise Marine. But hey, if it's not, so be it. I still don't have the heart to part with it. I really like this piece. Maybe next year I'll do one again. Although it is also such a lengthy one. Maybe next year I'll pick something different. Maybe I'm not on eBay either. Wait, am I? Maybe I am on eBay. But I don't really have a store or anything there. I just have bought things like in a blue freaking moon. Okay, so that's the Phoenix Red. I'm gonna go. I mean, I think I did well by making the fun incentives I've got. I can't wait to finish this guy. I said, I'm gonna see how far we can get on donations and then I'll finish it and give it away. And I'm planning on doing the giveaway the first weekend in July. What the hell is that? July 2nd? I should know because I'm pretty sure there's a party on July 3rd. I think. The 3rd is a Sunday, right? Oh, I was painting the wrong thing. Alright, so this is going to be the highlight. Well, part of the highlights. So I'm going to do it this orange because that's the best way to keep the red looking red. And I'm going to probably go, maybe I'll go even a few whites and I'm going to go, actually I'm going to go over it first, I think, with, I'm going to glaze it red. You know what? Richard, if you're still there? I wish you would come down and paint with us. But I think you got a game at that point too. Because it's once a month on Sundays. I'm hoping someday I get to the Midgard painting weekend. But I'm busy. Alright, so but my next painting party day, if you want to know, it's always on a Sunday. It's just the Sundays move. Sunday, July 10th. Yeah, that's right. The 3rd. Yeah, the 3rd would be on a Sunday. I was right. Sunday, July 10th from 1 till 5. And you don't have to show up at 1. And hell, I don't even care if you leave at 5. I'll be leaving at 5, but you can stay and paint. We actually are starting to get a pretty good group of regulars there, which is nice. I mean, Crimson's one of them. Crimson and his lovely wife, who on here is Bunny. They are regulars there. See, I knew it. I knew you were running a game on Sunday. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? On the weeks I'm not doing that, I'm playing the pirate game. Alright, so I'm going to add some white. I know. I should highlight the orange with yellow. That might look cool. Now I am going to go over this. Yeah, maybe I need to... It's a little much. I'm going to go back over this with the red glaze though. Alright, so I want to make it a little more orange. Actually, let's try adding a little bit of the red-orange to this mess. And then see what happens. Oh, that's not bad. Valfera! How are you? I had an early show. What time is it, by the way? Oh, it's 9:44. I'll bet you Gareth is showing up soon. Richie, stop playing so many games. You can come paint. Well, how else do you get better at painting unless you paint? Did you realize I wasn't good at painting at one point either? I didn't even know what primer was. So Valfera, the usual, if you have something you want, usually you have stuff you're working on that you like to link to us. I'm still link friendly. Also, welcome to Fabulous Marines Month. This is my Fabulous Marine. It's a Noise Marine. And I'm pretty sure you've probably stopped by someone else's stream or whatever, because there's a lot of us. We're all raising money for the Trevor Project. I've got some fun shenanigans that you can pay for. And I'm happy to have you pay for things although right now I'm busy. Alright, so first of all, Valfera, I am now I am a Reaper affiliate. So I have my own link and everything. And I get to put their logo on here and I get to, be officially a pimp for them. Because I love Reaper so much. But the other thing is that I'm doing the Fabulous Marines fundraiser for the Trevor Project. And there's like the list of things you can donate money, and I'll do things. So one of them is this Marine is painted, basically people who donate dictate how this Marine is being painted. So they tell me things like hold the brush in your mouth. Crimson did that. 2 people did that. Paint with the brush backwards. Paint with the brush in a prayer position. Although I feel like I kind of cheated because I painted the base. Crimson said, paint the base, you know, goblin green. Thankfully, I had goblin green. I'm actually really excited I had it. I love that one. That's one of my favorite conditions. Let's see if I can get this in a place where people can see it. Why is it like... Okay, he's getting... Alright, there he goes. He's getting there. Alright, so... But for $5, you can take... And I'm giving them away because we hit the $250 mark. I'll be giving them away on a week from this Saturday because I won't be here Saturday. That's one of my biggest dreams, so... Rich! So, Rich, I'm going to just let you know. First of all, I hope that means you can drop by more. That you'll drop by. I understand that you may not be able to because you play in 5 games. But just to let you know, if you do manage to subscribe for a year, like good old Crimson there, I will paint you a mini. Basically, if you subscribe for a year, that's how much I charge for a mini, what I make on that. Because you all know that Twitch takes like half of it. If you sub for a year, I make my painting rate, you get a mini. You either can give me one, or you can, or I can pick something out of my pile of shame. I'm sure you have plenty you could give me. It's the slow way to get it done. I mean, you could just pay me to do a mini quicker, but this you get more fun with it. So, at least in my view, you get more fun. You do get some emotes. I haven't unlocked any more emote slots, so we're stuck on that. Although I do have follower emotes, and I do plan on making some for followers. Since I do appreciate followers. Alright, so the other things that you can donate for, I will eat nasty jelly beans. Well, I don't know. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. For $10, I will play jelly bean roulette. I have a flag back there for $20. I'll put a name on the flag, and that flag is going to stay up as a thank you and as a memorial to anybody who you put up there. And actually, Richie, you know one of the names on that flag because Crimson donated to have the idiot in a box? No, idiot in a jar put up there. And you know who that is. And actually, I don't know if you know Doug Poirier's ex-girlfriend there just had a major loss, and I put her name on the flag. Not the mother, not the ex-girlfriend, but the person, the daughter. So, I don't know if you knew her or not, but she would come to OGC and bring all her kids. So they were part of the OGC family, and you know, part of my painting family, and that part really sucked. So, you know, it's a great reminder to me. It's a terrible reminder, but it is reminding me of one of the reasons why I'm doing this fundraiser. So, and I'm so happy that I've actually contributed, you know, because of you guys, especially Cyanus and Crimson, that we've made a really good showing, and we're really doing something here. Yeah, I mean, I put Angel on the flag because, well, I would have, you know, here's the thing, I would have done it anyways, but Cyanus donated and told me to put a name on the flag, so it was like perfect. I'm probably still gonna chuck in a few bucks of my own before all's said and done. I'm waiting to see if we get close to that 500 mark, and maybe I'll make up the rest, but I gotta be careful. I can only spend so much. Yeah, I figured you probably knew who I was talking about because they would go to OGC. She actually personally messaged Joe when it happened, or you know, when she was beginning to tell people. And I found out right after I got done with streaming, actually. I was like, well, I'm really glad he didn't come in and tell me while I was streaming because I would have lost it. But she used to, but the kids would all paint. And so I said, I feel like I lost one of my family. Especially the people I get, the people I do get repeat customers, I mean, and they were. I miss the fact that they moved away. I really liked her. I really like her. She. That should not be past tense. Just been a while since I've seen him. So I said, well, we'll see. It said, we'll see if Gareth actually stops by tonight. But he's got kids of his own, and if they're with him, he can be busy. I'm actually using the same color highlight on both the orange right now and the highlight. Maybe I add a little. I want to add a little. Nah, I don't really have white on the other parts, do I? Maybe I should. I mean, one thing about it is kind of hair, and one thing about hair is it is technically a shiny thing. Sorry, I don't mean to get depressing, but I don't know why I did that. I was going to add yellow to it. Although I do kind of like it the way it is, so I think I'm happy with it. So Richie, if you're still paying attention, I would say tell me what five are you running all the games, or are you playing in any of them? And if you want to go for bonus points, what systems? Oh, you're doing both. Oh wait, are you playing any? Are you playing in? I assume Blam is probably running. I imagine you're in his game. Also love the fact you're kind of a mod for. Oh, you're a mod for like Minecraft Monday. By the way, there was a few weeks ago, where I snuck on and watched, and I didn't say a word, and you're like typing chat hello, and you're trying to figure out who the other person was that was watching, because there were like 3 people on, running red markets, Gamer World Power Rangers. You have some interesting systems. Maybe we'll still add a little yellow to this. So your schedule isn't too crazy in terms of running. Let's see. I'm playing Pathfinder 1, Starfinder, and Vampire the Masquerade. I do get a little bit of 2 now and then. When my friends, they have like a campaign they're running, one of the APs. But on nights that they can't all be there, they usually run another game. Like a one-shot. Blah. Playing Strike and Fate, also running 5e. Oh! Playing Strike and Fate, so you're running... Oh, so you're running a 5e game. I don't know Strike. Not a big fan of 2e or 5e. Oh, or Pathfinder 2e. A lot of people aren't. I find it's probably an acquired taste. Also, one other thing I find about 2e is, like a lot of other systems, it depends on who's running it. And yeah, I said, I finally realized what you meant there. Of course, there's a little bit of a lag between what I see on here and when you guys type it and when I see it. A little bit later on this one. Exactly. That's it right there. And let's face it, a lot of the convention games now for Pathfinder are all 2e. Because that's all the new scenarios. They're not... Like, you can play 1e, but all the scenarios are being run in... all the new stuff is being run in 2. Oh, there's one other little exciting thing, too, going on in my life, if we can pull it together. And we're hoping so, but... So, as I've mentioned, I'm in a Starfinder podcast. We were supposed to play tonight, but said the GM kind of got... Unfortunately, couldn't do it because he was working. Grumble, grumble to his workplace. But I understand. Not his fault. The exciting thing is, one of the things we're going to do... Ooh, that will be... Yeah. Good question, Crimson. Probably, yeah. Oh, shit, what does I say? Oh, so anyways. The exciting thing is, we're going to bring somebody in to do a guest shot. Who's a good friend of mine. I haven't rolled dice with him in forever. But also, the exciting thing, and I'm so friggin' proud of him. He actually is, he lives here. He's not like a full-time worker for them, but he is a Paizo writer. So he's got credits in a lot of the hardcover books. Like, he doesn't have any solo credits. But he's done stuff in a lot of the source books. He's created aliens and everything else, and I'm so thrilled for him. I'm going, so when you get a solo credit, it's like working on it. So he's going to join our game for a session, I hope. I miss him so much because I used to play, like when we were playing at the Relentless Dragon, he was our GM for Aeon Throne, and it was so amazing. I had such a great time playing that game. That game is a great game too, but he made it better. You know, he just made it so good. But the freaking pandemic kind of killed things, as we all know. And his job helped finish off the rest of his spare time, so... But I love that. Crimson says, even a good GM make it, a good GM can make a bad system, any system, go well. And Crimson wrote, even Fatal. I actually do believe, yes, a good GM could even make the worst system be good, be palatable. I think the thing I like least about Pathfinder 2 is it's like character creation. Because it's just, I feel like it's kind of clunky. But I like the way it plays. I like the 3-action economy. Where everything is just an action. I mean, there are reactions too. But everything is just, and there's no bonus actions. It's just an action. You know, Rich, I think that's a challenge. I think now you have to do it. And make it good. Yeah, a lot of people actually really like that part of it. But I said with me, it's the character creation that's the clunky part. But I have Hero Lab online. I have an account for that because honestly, I'm getting too old to keep track of this crap. And I'm terrible. I'm the worst at remembering all my stuff to do, even with it. I have a habit of making numerical mistakes in some of my stuff. So I find that helps a lot. Because then it just basically, okay, here's your options for this level. But in some ways, I really don't want to do it if, I really wouldn't want to do it if I was doing it with character sheets. But I do like said, I like the way it plays. And it said they put in a lot of good spells. I of course, my first character I rolled up was a bard. And I like the way bards play in there. I feel pretty cool. I like 5e bards though. 5e bards are sort of feel like a bit like, especially a lore bard feels a bit like going back to the old days when you could pick up a spellbook and learn anything. I'm gonna run a fake game. No, see that's no. No. You need to run a fatal game named Richie Runs Fatal, and it will start an apocalypse. And you have to run the apocalypse in Fatal. See, I think that would work. Alright, so looking at this, I do need to make my little, let's see, a Phoenix Red. I need to pull up my original red color.
Moist.
There he is! There's the Gareth. You're telling me you couldn't make it fun to play? I figured it had to be the kids. So what's up, Gareth? We're talking about whether or not my friend Richie Mercer there should run Fatal just to prove that a good GM can make any system fun. He doesn't want to do it, though. Well, Richie, you got somebody in your corner. He said he was going to run... Now, wait. All right, so I think you got on just after it posted. Richie said, I'm going to run a fake game named Richie Runs Fatal, where me running it starts an apocalypse. What do you think of that concept? Besides being gross... Oh God, you've all broken me. Besides it being gross, the system is just bad. No, he's going to run it in Fate. He's not running Fatal. He's going to run Fate, and he's going to call it Richie Runs Fatal. And it's going to start an apocalypse, and that's the scenario. I think that's hilarious. Fate is pretty good. I actually like Fate. if Richie was running a certain game that he should have been running, I'm gonna give him crap about it all the time because he knows exactly what it is. He knows I love him too. If Richie was running the game that he was supposed to be running, that would have been in Fate Accelerated, and we had a blast when we first played that game. I hope someday you run it. That's right, because I've had to suffer 2 freaking years. Wait, 2 years off. So this would have been the 3rd freaking year. So this will be 3 years that I've had to wait to see what friggin' happens. Although, truth be told, we could just bomb the whole thing and somebody else could just start a new version. It could still be Red Claw. Well, I mean, although, it's been so many years, we could literally just rebuild those characters and start over. Fuck you. See, this is why I want to play it. Because of that little... I did not kill him. Let's be clear. If you want to talk about in game terms, I believe the GMs can compel you to do actions by throwing fate points at you. And you have to do it. You can't reject it. Still saying Fatal's like saying Bloody Mary, Biggie's Balls are at midnight. Oh, come on. Is it real? I've never played it, thank God. It's so bad I kind of want to now, just to see how bad it is. I'm still convinced, actually, Richie could do a really good job of making it fun. Where's my gold? I don't know where my pirate gold is. QQ. Well, it's somewhere. It's just not where it should be. This is all your fault, folks. This is what happens when you bring up Fatal. I start dying. I thought you couldn't reject it. He deserved the theme title, Pratt. He killed himself. I only was told I had to hand over the wand, my wand, to an inexperienced wizard. And he blew himself up by saying abracadabra. Hey, to get the plot rolling, I'll do shit like that. So Gareth, I do have some news on the Fabulous Marine front. Unless more people contribute $5 to having paint in crazy ways, I'll end up painting the rest. I think somebody will. I still got another week of this campaign, but the big news is that we hit 250, and I will be giving him away. He'll be finished. He may be finished a lot neater than you all expected, but he will be finished. I'm not gonna. My goal is that I will just paint in anything that isn't painted on him by the end of June, and I'm gonna give them away. It'll be on a Saturday. I don't know if we can make it then, but it'll be on a Saturday since that's my busiest stream, and I will. It's not gonna be this Saturday because I'm not here, so I'm gonna have to do it the first July 2nd, and hopefully I'll have him. Regardless of how much I get from him, I will still try to complete him by then. But the campaign's gone pretty damn good. Even if we don't get any more, I'm happy with it. It's over $250, so believe it or not, we're 8th on the freaking list on the leaderboard. So good job, everybody. It's all because of you folks. All right, so I am. So that's the news. We have one more week of this campaign before it goes bye-bye. Oh, Oh, that's cool though. Unless you have a friend who, if you have a friend who can watch the stream and, you know, try to win it on your behalf, that works too. But I'm very fortunate that I've had some, I've had some very enthusiastic donors on here, and I'm in a way I'm surprised I got this much, but I guess in a way I'm not, because I put a $500 goal. I'm also gonna bring this. I'm bringing this the fundraiser to the convention I'm going to this weekend. So let's see, because I can't just keep asking you all. You know, it's not really fair. All right. So the big thing I see in here is I want to make my green lighter. Whoever's getting compelled, then it's too. Oh, okay. Except well, I wasn't sure at the time, but honestly, I knew that if I wasn't going to do it, someone else was going to do it. And honestly, I like bad shit happening to my good characters, so. Oh, you have to pay one. That makes sense. Okay. But I also knew, I mean, let's face it, as a player, I knew that whatever he had planned was going to be bad, which means it's fun for me. Because if anyone has played with me before, knows I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm just going back over and hitting them with some white on the really light spots. Because I just glazed it with the red. The big thing, I feel like my green needs a little bit of those white highlights, of some really bright highlights, so this thing is in the way. I should really find a way to take that off, because I think you can. It's bad to reject it most of the time. We normally only did. But I mean, is there some reason why, is there some reason why I should have rejected it? I think it was far more interesting that I didn't. And plus also, it was gonna happen. I mean, otherwise, that was the entire plot of the story. I mean, admittedly, it is kind of fun to maybe derail the plot train at times, but sometimes it's fun to just let it go. By the way, don't forget, I am the queen of bad decisions here. Speaking of that Starfinder podcast, all you had to do was listen to the latest episodes of Hex Grid Heroes in our little mini arc to realize I'm the queen of bad decisions. So, what do I have left? I have the top of this. This is finally almost done. I don't think I want to go with that right though. But for those of you who don't know, basically, as I said, I was given a fate point to give Harry Potter my wand. This was basically, we were there to deliver his invitation to Hogwarts because something happened to it in this reality. It never made it. And we're playing a bunch of young students. And he asked to use my wand because he was unconvinced that he wanted to go to Hogwarts. So I gave it to him, and then he said, abracadabra. To which anybody who's read the books and sounds it out in their head knows that abracadabra is the death curse. Stupid. Why would you make the death curse with that name? Jesus. And he blew himself up. There actually are plenty of people out there, which is what's hilarious, that believe in the same thing Gareth does. That he was an entitled little prat. Oh, it's right, we were dropouts. Thank you for reminding me. We were all dropouts. We all get kicked out of school, or we got kicked out of school. I think I had her get kicked out of school for defending somebody. Hi, Jotun. How are you? Better late than never. The stream has a grand total of 15 minutes to go. And then we go jump to Gareth Fredmar's painting stream for the second half of the mini double feature night. I hope you're well, Jotun. I'm finally getting this thing highlighted. It's taken forever. But it's finally getting there. You're awake! I'm awake. And we're talking about, so Mr. Mercer there, aka Richie. We're friends in reality, and he's a GM, and we go to a couple of conventions together, or one convention actually, because I don't think he does TotalCon, which we already had that discussion. We play games together and hang out, and we're talking about a game that he's supposed to be running at OGC this year, but won't. I get it. I'm giving him shade just because I love him. So, one thing I would love to find out, if Gareth is in chat, you should do TotalCon. If you ever can, it's ever in the cards, you should come do TotalCon. It is a good time. So, I can... I want to lighten up that top. I guess I gotta let it dry. That might be good. Let's let it dry first and then light up. Well, I wanted you to make that one of the 10 slots. No, I want Dresden Files. That's the next bird. So, the game, it's really a cool concept. They actually did it for years in, like, Star Wars. They started out with Star Wars. It started out in Star Trek. Because it was the red shirts. And basically they go from different, in that point, science fiction universes, picking up all the equivalent red shirts, the ones that basically go off and just die. Well, the red shirts got sick of this and ended up taking over, mutinying and taking over. So we're the red cloaks. It started in, that was the red shirts. Now we're the red cloaks. And we started in Harry Potter. And I killed Harry Potter. I did not kill Harry Potter. I was sort of responsible for that, though. You were a storm. See, yeah, I heard about that game too late. I always wanted to join it. Now that I've joined it on the Red Cloak side, now it's not happening. Boo-hoo. It's not... No! Well, it's not my fault it's not running. Until it runs again. That game is effectively dead. Okay, that looks alright. So, alright, so since we only have about 9 minutes, Gareth, if you're still there, tell us what you're working on tonight. I know it's going to be Orcsies. If he's there. I mean, his kids are in bed, so I assume he's still looking around. That's right, I was thinking of making the buttons. Doing a big red button. Gareth may have snuck off already. I don't think so. I know he lurks until it's time to stream, so. Oh, actually I have to put more paint out because I thinned it down too much to use as paint. I want to thin this line out a bit. Wow, why is the paint I just put out seeming to be too thin? I mean, if we keep that game going, I'd be so tempted to make t-shirts. Alright, have a great night, Cyrus. Oh no. The dog just broke the cat door to my bedroom, so I need to, fun. Tonight, I need to finish packing for the con. I got the minis packed. Oh, there is something there that shouldn't be red. I don't know why it's red. Oh, Gareth, what the hell are you painting? I know you're doing some sort of it's WOG Wednesday. Oh. Oh, that is too friggin' awesome. Well, I hope I see you. Do I owe you? I don't have anything I think I need to bring for you. Do I? It's like buttons on this. I'm gonna paint the buttons red because, you know, buttons should be red. Oh, he's painting Orc Commandos tonight. Excellent. Alright, go do your checks. I will see you with whoever is still left on here. I mean, they're actually, if people go over, and I hope you do. Because Gareth is he's only on for an hour. So, and he's a really fun streamer. Oh, I know what else I have to friggin'. I have to actually highlight this. I may do some more highlighting of this stuff and try to finish highlighting this tonight. It won't be on stream because I said I do have to run in 5 minutes, whether I wanted to or not. I also have to highlight the teeth. These black teeth with some gray. That would be exciting though if I get my own Queen of England. But the ridiculous rules. Alright, see you. It's 10:26. You're just eating dinner now. It was good to chat with you though. I hope you come back again real soon. Even if it is just for a few minutes on Monday. Before Minecraft Mondays. Maybe I should run a late night stream at some point. I don't know when. If I can, I will. Maybe Friday nights after my Starfinder game. But then I stream on Saturdays, so... I'm just happy this thing is really starting to come together. Alright, I got like 1 minute. Alright. I think I'm pretty happy with the way he's coming out now. It's starting to come together. I do still have the arms and the guitar to do, as well as the bass. I think I'm going to do a black helmet because he's crushing intolerance. There's sort of a message behind this. So before we go raid, I'll do my usual. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Tonight was so much fun. I'll be back, so I won't be back on Saturday because I said I'll be at a con. I can't help it. I'll be at PortCon Maine. If anybody's watching this later, is in the area, drop by and come visit, like Cyrus might. Let's see what else. I am going to, even though I will be there tomorrow, my plan is to be streaming from my hotel room for our Murder Hobo Inc. game, which is on Murder Hobo Inc. aka Dungeon Master. Look up Murder Hobo Inc. You'll find it. You just may have to pick off one of our videos that we got instead of the name because there are too many Dungeon Master YouTube channels. But we're on YouTube. And it's a really great Call of Cthulhu meets 5e game. And I'm having an absolute blast. So that's at 8 o'clock Eastern on YouTube. I have a Discord. Of course, I am a Reaper affiliate, so I've got a link so people can trace it. So, let's see. And of course, I want to thank them for being so awesome and making such awesome paint. That's what I'm doing all the paints on the Space Marine, the Noise Marine with. And I think that's it. I will be back here on Monday, I think. I should be back on Monday. Yeah, I want to be back on Monday because there's only 2 more days of the Fabulous Marines campaign that I'll be streaming Monday and Wednesday. So I'll be back at Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and I hope I see you then. Otherwise, have a good weekend, and let's go raiding Gareth. You think I know how to do this by now, but I actually forgot the name of his channel the other night. And if you don't follow him, give him a follow before. If you have to go, give him a follow before. Otherwise, I said, I hope I'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend, and happy painting.